Long story short, man, the people were a little bit, crazy. But dude, it was wild. Like, I can't believe they were living in that house, number one. But number two, she was kind of a drama queen, kind of an older lady. But her dog bit her on the arm, and she bled like crazy all over the place.
Yo, Jordan! You gotta film this podcast intro, man!
Dude, I'm right here.
Oh, shit. Welcome to the HighKey CLOUT podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Jordan Lintz.
And I'm Luke Lintz.
Alright, Luke, break down what HighKey CLOUT podcast is all about. This show is all about the clout, man. About the clout. We will talk about social media, business, and current culture with the cloutiest people on social media today. Now, before we introduce today's guests, please subscribe to any platform you're listening to or watching this on. That could be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. And check us out on Instagram, HighKey CLOUT. We do the biggest giveaways.
Biggest giveaways, man.
All right, Luke, tell everyone who we're having on the show.
All right, guys, so we are interviewing our #1 real estate agent client.
The man.
Down in Alabama. This guy is a legend. He runs the company Zero to Diamond, an absolutely free real estate coaching program.
Making over $1 million a year.
Say no more. We introduce to you Ricky Carruth.
Ricky.
Woo!
HighKey CLOUT podcast.
It's all about the cloud.
All right, well, Ricky, great to have you on the podcast. One of our clients of almost a year now. Things are going really good, and this is going to be an exciting show.
Yeah. Great to have you on, Ricky.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so how we wanted to start it off was we wanted to ask how you started on social media. Like, literally, like, starting
Zero
point.
follower, Ricky, creating the account.
Yeah.
Where were you at with your business at the time? How did it all happen? How did you develop the free coaching?
Yeah, so like I did real estate, been doing that since 2002 and never used social media at all. And then I started, long story short, like I made a mill, lost it, came back, grinded, got to be the top Remax agent in Alabama. And I woke up after 3 years of being on top and was like, okay, this is for real. I need to share this with the world. And so I was like, I'm going to try to write a book. So I started writing the book and I threw it away and started over like 12 times. Every time I started over and wrote a couple chapters, it was better than the last one. I would throw that away, start again. It got better and better and better. Finally, on the last one, I was like, just screw it. I'm just going to finish it. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it is. Around that time, I had an offer to do a speech for Remax. This was October 2016. I had an offer to do a speech for like 400 agents. And I went and did this speech, and I was scared to death. I put on a suit, I was wearing a suit and everywhere. I was the keynote speaker. There were 400 agents. There were all these speakers before me.
That's a lot. That's big. That's big.
Yeah, I had a little cold. There was a lot of stuff going wrong. But at the end of the speech, all these agents were coming up to me, telling me how much, they enjoyed it and how it resonated and they got so much out of it. And I was like, wow, what I have is people really, I can see where people would really like this. I need to really start pushing. And that's what pushed me to finish the book. And so when I finished the book, I got done with it and sent it to the editor, turned around, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot all this other stuff. I literally wrote the second book while he was editing the first book. He finished editing the first book, handed it to me, and I traded him for the second book. And he edited the second book and published 2 books back to back in 2017.
That's like Stefan with his books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot a bunch of stuff. I was like, wait a minute. And so I hadn't wrote a book since. Now I want to write a third one. I've got a really good idea just on my experiences so far since I wrote those books, even how much more, the relationships over transactions is my thing, but it's went to whole other levels, since I even started this journey with trying to coach agents. But to answer your question, in 2017, I think it was January. If you go back to my first Instagram post,
2017.
No, until 2017.
So that's 15 years of being an agent. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I never used social media for real estate.
That's crazy, man.
And I still really don't, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's just where your relationships develop for sure. And you're over,
Yeah.
I don't know your exact Instagram count as of right now, but it's around 250,000.
Something like that. But, you know, like with the real estate, like in business, it's about brand.
Totally.
Okay? It's about building brand. And brand is built with consistent original content. And so, you know, like I wasn't using social media, I was using email. I did a weekly email every single Wednesday since 2007.
That's content.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it was original. I created it every week based on what was going on in the market or whatever. And so it was original, consistent content. And that built my brand with so many people, everybody came in contact with, plus some. And like, that's how I do it in the real estate world. I could have done the same thing with social media. I could have just, you know, been consistent on social media. The reason I liked emails because it is 100% going to that person, you know, and only that person. They're the only ones with the password. Social media, you know, I realized really early on, even before I got into social media, that only a certain number of people are going to see your content.
Very true.
It's unless they're just watching it consistently, you know, 24/7,
Right.
waiting for you to post, they're not going to see every piece of content. And that bothered me a little bit. I didn't like that. That's one reason too. I like text right now.
But you also like
text.
DM as well, hey? Instagram DM, you're very active in your Instagram DMs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, here's the thing. Like the whole reason I started an Instagram account and a podcast and a YouTube and, you know, the Facebook group and, you know, Twitter. I wasn't doing Twitter. Like I'm just now starting to really kind of get into Twitter. Now TikTok. I mean, the only reason I'm doing all this is for the coaching, you know, to build like this global brand, you know? And so like all the different channels, you know, email, text, DMs, you know, Instagram, Facebook, all the different platforms and channels, you really got to be everywhere. You know, you really got to be everywhere. You're going to hit some people here that aren't over here.
Yeah.
Hit them here. Like you got to be everywhere so that, and some people will see you in multiple places. You know, they saw your Instagram post and then they saw your podcast.
Yeah.
They got notified about your podcast.
Saw your TikTok. Hey, Ricky, saw your TikTok. Like even TikTok. When Ricky says everywhere, he means everywhere. We're talking TikTok too.
Big time TikTok.
Big time TikTok.
I see you with those.
Does the yes no video, like, you know, the yes no trend you did that one hit 100K? I know it was at like 75.
It's just like 97,000 or
Oh
something.
man. Oh man.
The other one, I have another one that's almost to 60.
I swear he was wearing the backwards hat in that one too.
In which? The TikTok?
Were you wearing the backwards hat in that yes no?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, maybe that wasn't.
I think one of them I was doing something, but like, see, what's so crazy there? What's so really crazy there? Well, a lot of things, but I want to get this out. Like, for some reason, they shut me down. Like, I hadn't been able to post for like 3-4 days.
Oh, it's still like that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a posting ban? I thought they just took a post down. You're on a posting ban.
I can't post. Like, I don't know why. It's the weird, like, I didn't post for 2 days, and then I tried to post yesterday, and that popped up. I was like, what the hell?
What popped up? A disclaimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, you're banned for now.
Mm-hmm.
You're temporarily banned.
Yeah. It was
So,
like you did not abide by our terms of service. Very
It's
weird.
like, wow, what I did wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. But anyway, like I wasn't even on the platform for like 2 days. But anyway, what's so cool is that even though I haven't posted, my account has been gaining momentum. Like,
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Followers just naturally come in.
Like I've got like 200 followers and like all kinds of things. Like since like I went from 800 to 1,000 since I've been banned. Like it's nuts.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the other day I had a viral, my very first viral YouTube video. It got it's over 60,000 views right now. I posted it
Big
2 days
time.
ago.
Whoa.
Big
How many
time.
subscribers do you have, Ricky?
30 3,000.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's how YouTube works, man. It rewards that consistent posting over just so long.
Yeah, we're trying to get back in it.
Yeah. It's like they finally gave me one because I got 700 videos on there for, over the past 2.5 years.
That's awesome.
And like I've never had one do over 3,000 views in a day. Like that's it. That would be like the top. And this one, when I posted, I knew it was going to do well. I was like, yeah, I'll probably be another 3 or 4,000 or whatever.
What was the title of that one? What was the title of that one?
It was Realtor.com predicts real estate market crash 2020.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, that's very on trend. 2020.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I hit the right thing at the right time. That's what happens. Like, and one thing I think is that people just, and me and you talked about this, Jordan, like people just need to post a lot of content. You never know which piece of content is going to go viral.
Totally.
The more you post, the more chances you might have of something going viral.
Yeah.
Once something goes viral, then you learn from that. Like, what happened there? What did I do?
Totally.
And how can I reproduce that?
Yeah, you don't want to repost it, but you definitely want to recreate it for sure.
Yeah. We'll recreate the same type of content.
Yeah.
Not even the same video, or not the same. Just like understand what happened and try to recreate that same type of content moving forward. And then you're like little by little getting better and better and better.
It really can be as simple as like a snappy intro that grabs
it. Can be.
Yeah.
It can be. I mean, you never know what it's going to be. It could be the title, the content, the intro, the outro. I mean, you never know what's going to catch.
Yeah. So Ricky, you have all this viral content. You're really blowing up on social right now. Real estate agent blowing up. There's not many of them. Like I think you're second behind Ryan Serhant right now. I like no one else really comes to mind. Real estate. Maybe Tarek Al Musa, I believe. He has like 650K.
But I don't think his main thing is real estate agent.
He's an investor. Yeah. He's he's an investor. Yeah. So real estate agent blowing up. Where did the content start? Like before you brought us on, when you were just starting out on Instagram, what content were you posting?
I mean, I was really kind of doing a lot of my own kind of thing. I had a guy in-house, that was working with me that, was doing vlogs and some Instagram posts, who was a really talented guy, but not with me anymore. But, between me and him, I was doing a lot of it and he was doing some of it. And, I like that, I think that everybody should have their hand in it, like, I mean, I you guys know, I post all my own stuff. Yeah. Engage with all my own stuff. And,
well, you learn by actually doing it. Like when you start off and you're the ones creating like all of the content, you learn your audience, you learn how to grow your audience. Like you learn some like amazing skills that nobody can take that away from you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like with anything, when I got in real estate, I waited way too long to hire an assistant, because I loved like the work of it. And I loved like understanding and learning that part of the work. That way, when I did hire an assistant, I knew what they needed to do. It's like people try to hire too soon.
Yeah.
Like I believe in hiring, but I think people try to hire out stuff because they're just lazy.
So it's definitely better to hire late than hire soon, is what you're saying.
I think the only way that it's the same thing with like delegating tasks. I think you can only delegate things and teach somebody else if you know it yourself, and you know it yourself to the extent where you're able to teach.
But you also want to hire people that are better than you in certain areas. So a combination.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes your business better, is hiring people that are better than you at certain aspects of your business that you want to hire out. But I think there's a perfect time to hire, and I think if you hire too soon before you understand the business like the back of your hand,
you're gonna have to let them go.
You're making a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even know really fully how to train this person, because you don't even know what they really need to be doing because you haven't done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
That's the same thing with social media. I've enjoyed the process of actually being my own media company and creating my own content and posting and trying to figure out this and that. Because when I go and hire people like you guys, I kind of know what's going on behind the scenes to a certain extent, and it just puts me in a better position to be able to create better content and know like, let's tweak this, let's tweak that. Whereas if I would have just hired a media company from day one, I wouldn't even know what was good content, what was bad content, because I haven't even done it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. That's true. Totally. Yeah. So going back to the start of when you started social media, what were your original goals going into it? So it was like around 2017 when you started social media. Did you go in with any like long-term goals with it, or were you kind of just like fiddling around with it? And then what are those goals compared to now?
Well, like when I started Instagram, I just, pushed the little button to make it have all my Facebook friends follow me on Instagram. That's how you start out with this.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's your first move.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Get your Facebook friends to follow you on Instagram.
That's true. That's true.
Step one. Okay.
Yeah.
And so so I did that, and then I'm posting stuff, and I'm realizing I'm not really getting any followers. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So, it's just been a journey, man. Like I did the Facebook group and I learned how that worked and how Facebook ads work. Then I moved over to Instagram. That was the second platform I kind of fiddled around with for 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did a podcast and YouTube and started, once I got it, I did it one step at a time. Facebook, Instagram.
That's really good
YouTube.
order.
Yeah.
That's a good order.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's the order we did too.
Yeah.
That's the order we did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got the momentum on each platform before moving to another platform, at least to where it had some momentum where I could maintain it while I'm trying to learn this other platform, and then continue to move on and keep the momentum going and stuff, and just try to get better and better and better. But as far as the goals then, I was just trying to, when I first started out, I was charging for coaching. So I was literally just trying to reach agents, put my coaching program in front of them so they could give me money, give me some money. Hey, I'm down here in Alabama. I'm selling a bunch of properties, man. You give me some money?
You're saying it that way because now, of course, you offer the free coaching, and it's definitely relationships over transactions. Hey, that's
oh yeah, that's what all the other coaches out there in the world are talking about. Hey,
we actually have. Should we bring that question up now since it just came up?
No, we're gonna wait for that. That's gonna be a bomb drop.
All right, yeah. We're gonna drop a bomb later in the podcast. Stay tuned.
Okay. One thing that I wanted to say is like you have your hands in like all these different social media platforms. You started with one, you kept your focus on those until you moved to the next ones, until you are like conquering just like all the social media platforms. Now, if you're to talk to your like real estate agents, like average real estate agents, or like just your average Joe trying to build a brand, where would you say for them to focus their time and their energy? And if they have money, focus their money in terms of growing a brand on social media in 2020?
Well, I think that I think I need to know a little bit more about what they're trying to do, because as a real estate agent, you're localized. You're just trying to reach local people, which is a very extremely small audience compared to what is on social media.
Yeah.
But when your clients, Ricky, for example, when your clients go to your Instagram, because I'm sure they check you out on Instagram, like some of them, at least some of them do for sure, right?
Right.
Do they make comments about your Instagram and how it's very large, how you have great content? Like, does it ever reflect positively for you selling?
I don't really. Well, see, the thing is, I don't really push the coaching. So that's more for the coaching.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So like the people my clients that follow my coaching Instagram, like they just kind of stumbled upon it, or maybe they were one of those Facebook friends that followed me in the beginning.
Okay.
So don't have a lot of clients that. Some of them do, and the ones that do are like, holy smokes!
I'm a famous real estate agent.
like I forget what one client. What did he say? It was some like, man, I don't know. He's like a real older guy, but it sounded like a millennial type term. It was funny, but he was like, man,
you have clout. That's a lot of clout.
Yeah, something.
That's a lot of clout.
Like, he was just like, you are something else.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like I don't really like, it's kind of funny, but I kind of keep it separate from my clients. You know what I mean? Because I know they would like it, but like here I am like telling agents how to handle their clients. And so then I feel like my clients would see that and be like, that's how you're handling me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So just have kind of there's a little bit of like a wall there. You know what I mean? Like I'm living two lives kind of deal.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, your brand on Instagram is definitely geared towards your coaching.
Yeah, I'm trying to go global. So to answer your question, if I'm a real estate agent and I'm trying to build my brand in my local market, my advice there is completely do not look at views, likes, followers at all. Because like I have an agent down in Port St. Lucie, Joe Rosen, who is an absolute animal on Instagram for his real estate business. I mean, it's crazy what he does. He makes these videos and he does all this stuff, and it's just incredible content for buyers and sellers in Port St. Lucie. And you know, but he has like when he goes to restaurants and stuff, people recognize him and they're like, oh, you're Joe Rosen, you know, and stuff. And like he literally gets like 58 views on his videos.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, that's
everybody
great.
Everybody in his town knows who he is. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what counts.
So it's like 1,000 followers or something like that. It's just very low compared to people. You know, people think, oh, if you don't have 1 million followers or you don't have 10,000 or something like that, then you know you're just you know you're absolutely, that's totally false. You know, like a local brand can be built with as little as 50 views a video and 500 followers.
It's just about the content. Just about the content, like you said.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to build a global brand or a national brand, then yeah, you want more followers. You know, you're trying to build something bigger, then you have a bigger audience. So you definitely want to go bigger with that. So it just kind of depends on if we're talking local market status or global national brand. But as far as real estate agents go, put out content every single day. Don't worry about views, followers, likes, and stuff like that. Engage with everybody. Follow people that follow your people that are local. Engage with them, DM them, you know, really spend some time, you know, in the DMs, talking to people, seeing what you can do to help them, grabbing their email addresses, grabbing their cell phone numbers, you know, collecting that data.
Yeah, that's some great advice. Amazing advice.
Totally. Okay, so Ricky, HighKey CLOUT podcast is the podcast for our company, HighKey CLOUT, and it's an influencer management company. And some of the hottest things going on Instagram right now is the USA celebrity giveaways. Now, you have participated in these. Dan Bilzerian's giveaway was just yesterday, and he pulled in, I think, over 75K in 12 hours, roughly along those numbers.
It was more than that.
It was more than that, yeah. 75K plus in 12 hours. It's definitely more than that now. It's still climbing. What's your overall opinion on the celebrity giveaways with your early experience?
Well, to be honest with you,
be honest, Ricky.
The celebrity ones, I think. Now, mind you, this is just 24 hours ago, but those I think could be. I think we'll see. I like that.
Ooh, you like which? Sorry.
Celebrities.
The celebrities in general. Okay, in general, right?
Yeah, like a real celebrity, like
the Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah. Like people that, you know, are celebrities, like, you know, the gamers with 2 million followers. You know, I'm not interested in those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think overall, you know, if you have the right influencer that is putting it on, then I think that it's good.
Like the baby. Like what if the baby did a giveaway?
The baby?
yeah. If the baby were to do a giveaway with us, would you be wanting to? It takes us and be like, God damn.
The baby, dude. If the baby and Lil Baby got together and did one, dude, I would. There's no telling what I would do.
Okay, I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on setting up those up. Rappers is next. Rappers is next.
Okay. All right, dude. Like for real, like I used to rap. So.
No, you didn't. Did you actually used to rap? I know you used to wrestle.
You used to wrestle, man.
Or UFC.
You know?
Yeah, for the YouTube video, let's insert some Ricky wrestling clips right now.
Oh yeah.
Rappers of all time. You know, one of the 5 best rappers of all time.
Who is it?
Dylan. Dylon, and Dylon. I
Dylon?
spit hot fire.
Wait, is that your rapper name, Ricky? What's Dylon?
You never seen Dave Chappelle?
No.
Oh, I've watched like one of his stand-up shows.
Dylon.
Okay.
Dylon. What's Dylon?
Yeah, that's a rapper.
That's a rapper?
He's a rapper.
Oh, dang. He likes him a lot to put him as all 5.
He was the top 5, all of them.
Man, if we did a Lil Baby Da Baby giveaway, we would have to make a
That'd be huge.
a rapping video for Ricky.
Oh yeah,
Be making a video with the baby.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be great.
But their engagement's crazy. Like they're doing it very big.
What in the world? What in the world?
Okay. So Ricky, so you offer 100% free coaching. So this free coaching.
First of all, what does this mean? How can people get this free coaching from you, Ricky?
Yeah. I want to know how people can literally go from this podcast. We're going to link anything that you need.
Yeah, I'm a 23-year-old. I want to become a real estate agent. I want to do it. I want to learn from you. How do I get it done?
Yeah.
Well, it's for real estate agents or people that want to be real estate agents.
Yes.
It's not real estate investors, so on and so forth, but it's zerotodiamond.com. Okay, that's the website.
Zerotodiamond.com.
90-day action plan. Okay. That I'm revamping right now, by the way. It's going to be completely brand new in like a week. And I'm redoing the course. There's a course. And so part of the 90-day action plan, the first part is to do the course. And then you do a 28-day challenge, which is a text you'll get 28 days in a row with your challenge, a video with your challenge for 28 days. Then you complete the rest of the 90 days. After you complete the 90 days, then you email me and we do a call. We do a coaching call about what happened in the 90 days, what worked, what didn't work, what the problems were, what you're having problems with. We create some goals for you. Have a real coaching call with you for free. And the reason why that I do it like that is because if you're willing to do the 90 days, then that tells me that you're willing to put the work in and gives me permission to spend a little more time with you to help you get your goals. See, since it's free, I can't just call every single person. This is kind of like the gateway to being able to get to me to actually have a coaching call, and then from there we have coaching calls from there on, and you get put into a separate Facebook group just for gyms. I call the people that finish the 90 days gyms. They get promoted to gym. And so there's different levels. There's gym, emerald, ruby, sapphire, blue sapphire, black diamond, and diamond. And diamond is $1 million a year. Wow. Which is where I want to get everybody. I mean, it's Zero to Diamond. That's the name of the damn coaching company.
Hell yeah.
That's sweet.
I want to get everybody to where they're making $1 million a year. And what I'm doing, though, is basically just teaching agents how I built my business, and which is very unorthodox. I mean, I don't use social media really. I don't have a CRM. I don't buy leads. It's like totally different than anything else out there. But it's how I built my business. It's how I continue to build my business. It's how I continue to crush all the competition and dominate my market. And so what's so cool is because it's free, people can love it, hate it, use a little bit of it, do it to a T. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not charging you. It doesn't matter to me what you do. Like, I don't care. And I don't care if every single real estate agent in my market does exactly what I do. Business is unlimited forever. And closings happen every single day for the rest of your life, regardless of what the market does. So, I mean, like, let's get to work. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the baby.
Okay. So what do you feel about paid coaches such as Tom Ferry?
I think that people need to I think that, well, to put it bluntly, basically, like, they're Blockbuster and I'm Netflix. You know what I mean?
Boom.
The thing is the way that I'm doing this is the way of the future of the industry. Like why are we charging people to teach them stuff that they can get for free? You know what I mean? And what's so sad about it is that a lot of the agents that buy coaching, they're new agents. They don't know what's going on. They go to these events. They kind of get like scared, like they kind of scare them into thinking they need coaching. And then what do? They get a credit card and put it on the credit card. They're paying $1,000, $1,500 a month.
Oh my God.
Coaching that they don't need, that they feel like they do need because the coach kind of tricked them into paying for the coaching. Now there's a lot of success stories out there, man. I mean,
of course.
I know that there's a lot of great paid coaches out there. There's a lot of success stories of people that pay for coaches and stuff, so on and so forth. I just believe that I'm going to put them out of business because it's a broken model now. Like it's not because I hate the paid coaches. It's because I love the real estate agents. You know what I mean? And so I'm just trying to do a service and a justice to the industry. And the overall goal is to reduce the failure rate. So if I'm trying to reduce the failure rate, I have to go mainstream quickly. Right now, I got to go fast and be mainstream. Doesn't matter how much money I'm making. Like if I want to make an impact, then I have to go mainstream now. And so if I'm charging, I'm never going to go mainstream because I mean, think about it. How many real estate coaches do you know? How many paid real estate coaches do you know off the top of your head?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's like, there's like.
Doesn't Cole and Lindsay charge?
Oh,
for
does
coaching?
Cole and Lindsay do paid coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cole and Lindsay charges for coaching.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
There's another dude that I know. I forget his name though off the top of my head. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point. They, if you want to go mainstream, that you don't remember like people's names because they're not mainstream. Right.
Yeah.
And you can't go mainstream if you're charging because it puts friction between you and your audience.
Totally.
And see what was happening is when I was charging, 300 people would sign up for a webinar. 100 of those 300 would show up to the webinar and 1 or 2 people would actually sign up for the program. I mean, I did that for like 6 months and I was like, dude, I tried so many different things. And I was like, man, 300 people in that scenario really wanted some help. And 100 of them really, really wanted some help, enough to spend time to come to the webinar. And now none of them remember even who I am. You know what I mean? So now under the free coaching, in that same scenario, all 300 of those people get into the program and all 300 love me till the day they die. And so when I say I want to crush the paid coaches, how do I like crush them in what? What is my benchmark? How am I judging if I'm actually crushing them or, dominating the industry or taking over? It's literally based on the number of agents in the industry who love me.
Yep.
That's it.
Totally.
Period.
That's awesome.
So I don't really care about anything else. I just want to spread my message and help as many agents as I can. And I want to do it to the level that no one has ever even dreamed of doing it.
Yeah, man, I know firsthand that you literally dedicate every single day, 24/7, 7 days a week to answering all of your Instagram DMs, creating content to give the most value to these real estate agents that need your help, answering every single email. You say that it's because you want to reduce the failure rate in the real estate industry. And I'm a firm believer that like your purpose drives the motivation throughout every single day, allows you to keep going in that long run.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting the show. It's sponsor time. This show is brought to you by the HighKey wireless earbuds. They're $99.99 with free express shipping. Crazy deal, auto pairing, waterproof. They come in red and black. Woo! Sponsor time over.
Was there like a time where you saw a bunch of real estate agents failing at one certain time and you're like, wow, man, I can't see this anymore? Was it at that Remax event back in like 2016? Was there any like one specific time that you can think back of, or was it just an accumulation of people just failing in front of your eyes?
Yeah. It was not the Remax event, but it was like everybody knows that stat, like 87% of agents fail those 5 years. Like everybody knows that stat. Like that's a stat that's just out there. And so knowing that stat, okay, and then I started coaching. And I was just like, man, to be honest with you, I was just like, I want to help people and make money. I didn't really have a purpose when I first started it. But I remember, and two, like over the years, I've seen so many agents come into Remax where I work, and they'll work for a year and then leave. So many of them have come and gone. It's a revolving door. And so I saw that firsthand. And then I remember I was on an Instagram Live when I first started coaching, and there was like 12 people watching, and I was just chatting it up, talking about stuff. And I don't know how I came up with it or what somebody said that triggered it, but something clicked, and I was like, that's it. Like, that's the reason why I'm doing this, is to reduce the failure rate in the real estate industry. And so then I started to really get hardcore with it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to go to the National Association of Realtors and see how they figure that stat out. And then I want to see if there's a way I can watch that stat over the years.
Go down.
See if it literally changes, you know? But they don't really have like a hardcore like stat, or I'm still trying to figure out how to get a hold of that. But yeah, it will be interesting. And I think too that there's really, it's really hard. Okay, two things. One, agents message me all the time saying they were about to quit 4 months ago and then found me somewhere, and now they're selling properties. So I know that I'm reducing the failure rate right there, one agent at a time, you know, here and there. So I know that I'm making an impact, the kind of impact I want to make. However, when the market crashes, see, that's where I shine, is when the market crashes, because the thing is closings happen every day. When that market crashes, they keep on happening every day. You know, they don't just stop. They keep happening every single day. And like agents like that don't understand. And I was one of them. Like I had to get out of the business when the market crashed. Like I didn't understand this concept. This is how I learned this concept. It's like looking back, if you look at the sales of your area, you'll notice like through 2007, 8, 9, 10, there were closings that happened every day. And so, you know, like as the market starts to turn, whenever that happens in 3 years, next year, and 5 years, and 15 years, whatever, it's going to happen at some point. Like I'm going to be right here screaming at the industry saying, where are you guys going? Like, look at all these closings that are happening still. Like they're still happening every day. Why are you giving up? You know what I'm saying? Why are you giving up? Like, do not give up. Keep pushing. Keep calling people. Keep seeing what you can do to help people. You know, owners have three choices when the market crashes. They're going to buy because it's cheaper, and they want to buy right this second. They got to sell because they're in trouble, or they're just going to hold. Either way it goes, like all the agents left the business, and like I'm your guy now. Like I'm your new agent for life. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to talk to every single person in my market when the market crashes and acquire so much market share, which is the amount of people in my market who I have real relationships with. That's the market share. Like who has the most relationships in your local market? That's the agent that's going to win. Short, long term, you know, midterm, you know, finals, third semester, you know, fourth quarter. That's who's going to win the game.
Guys, this is hilarious. I'm literally thinking of videos that were great for Ricky. Like
just off the podcast.
Yeah, I'm like seeing the graphics too.
Comes along with the biz. All right, so before the podcast, Luke and I were talking, and I actually didn't know this, but you're invested in real estate as well.
Yeah.
How many properties do you currently own?
Great question. Let's see. I think I have about 12 rentals. See, I buy and sell so much. Like, I've got 2 other guys, and we go in on flips. We'll buy like 1 or 2 a month, buy them, fix them up, flip them.
Nice.
And then like on the side, just by myself, I'll just pick up a rental here and there. Like I just got a 4-plex maybe 3 months ago that I've been fixing up. I have 2 duplexes, a single family home. Let's see, that's 4 doors, 5, 6, 7, 8, a single family, a condo. I think I have 10 long-term rentals.
Oh,
and
hell
two
yeah.
short-term.
Wow.
And then two short-term rental, like doors, like it's a fourplex, two duplexes, and a single. And then I got 2 condos on the beach that are short-term vacation rentals. Okay, so that's 12 rental properties, doors, and then whatever I own with the fellas flipping. Like we might own anywhere from 3 to 8 houses at a time, just depending on, you know, where we are in the process of fixing them up and flipping them. We just had one that the people were still living there. We bought it at the courthouse steps. They were still living there since March. We just got them out like 2 weeks ago. And we had to go. I had to go there with the sheriff to get them out. And they had U-Hauls and stuff. Long story short, man, the people were a little bit, you know, crazy. But dude, it was wild. Like, I can't believe they were living in that house, number one. But number two, she was kind of a drama queen, kind of an older lady. But her dog bit her on the arm, and she bled like crazy all over the place.
Oh,
no way.
And so they had to call the animal control. Had to call like the paramedics and stuff. So like there's 2 sheriff cars out there already, 2 big U-Hauls, my truck, and then my guys had a truck, and then here comes the fire truck, 2 animal control, Gulf Shores PD, like it was lit up, man. Like,
wow.
It was wild.
That's crazy.
And it took us all morning, man, to get them out of there. The old guy kept going back in there, like, I still got some clothes in here. And he was outside smoking a cigarette. It's like, hey, we got to go. Like, you have to leave, man. And he was like, oh, yeah, hold on a second. You know, I was like, dude, like, we've been doing this for like 45 minutes, bro. You got to go, man. Like, you don't own this property anymore. You've been living here for 8 months for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go.
Yeah.
The sheriff is about to, like, you know, handcuff you, bro. You know, it was wild.
Oh my God.
That's kind of, so I never know where we're at in the process. We had to kick somebody out, or where we are in fixing it up, or how long it's been on the market. So it's just fun. I enjoy the real estate investing business in terms of the long-term rentals, which I get mortgages on. Like I like mortgages on the long-term rentals, where the rental pays the note plus, and then I pay cash for all the short-term flips. You know, because if something happens short-term, I don't want to
be over leveraged.
I don't want to be over leveraged, or I don't want, you know, anybody to have control over what I'm doing, you know, if I get in trouble. So I know with the long-term rentals, if the market, you know, declines, doesn't matter.
You got that steady cash flow. Rent will go according to the market. Yeah. So
rent can go up during those times if a lot of people get foreclosed, you know. So yeah, I'm really in a good spot, like, to where if the market does do something, I'll really shine, because I understand how to sell real estate as an agent through that time, and my investments are like set up for a crash. You know what I mean?
Are you looking forward to the next market crash, man?
Dude, I really don't care. Like, I know it's going to happen, and so I'm just like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's going to be a lot of really incredible opportunities during that time, and I'm literally looking forward to that.
When do you think it's going to happen? What's the guess?
When?
Yeah.
No telling, man. No telling. We're on the longest bull market. I think we're on the longest, like, upswing of a market in history.
Yeah.
Of, like, the last of record.
Yeah.
Of, like, as far back as they can go. So that's very interesting, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that, okay, now we're fixing to crash, you know. It just all depends. I think the election next year in the U.S., I think will have I think that might have a little swing, a temporary swing. And two, I think when the market does decide to do something, the next little decline, it's going to be so quick. Like, it's just going to be like here's the market, you know, and then it's just go boop. Like,
I could see that. I could see that because people know what happens now.
It's going to be such a blimp in the radar, because so many people are sitting on the sidelines with cash. And I mean, they're like waiting on it to crash. Like, that's not when a big crash happens. A big crash happens when everybody's over leveraged and nobody sees the crash coming.
Yeah.
You know, right now everybody's sitting around waiting on it, and they got cash. So what happens is if it does decline, all the cash will go into the market, which will make it come back up. You know? So I mean, it's gonna be It's going to be a really short-lived one, I think. And then, but like in the next 15 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, at some point in the next decade or 2 or 3, we're going to see another big one. I mean, I think it's inevitable. And that will be fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
This is Ricky picking up real estate.
Yeah, I'll be buying everything, man. I really like stocks too.
Yeah.
What are you investing in for stocks? What's some of the big names?
I got Apple, Amazon, Facebook.
So blue chip from a while ago. You got those from a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've had them,
Nice.
And I'm always adding to them, and I'm always adding more. And then I've got a lot. I've got, I don't know, 20 or more different. I've got AT&T, Verizon.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, just the massive, the most massive companies across the U.S.
Yeah, I like buying the big ones. I like dividends. But man, when the market goes down, it's just going to be like butter, dude. Like, companies that are putting out 5 to 10% dividends now, if the market drops 50%, those dividends are now 10 to 20% dividends. It's like you buy, and now you're getting 10 to 20% dividend. You're getting 10 to 20% on your money while you're waiting on that stock to go back up in a couple years, and it'll probably really go up a lot. So like you're making 10 to 20% on your money while you're waiting on that money to multiply. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's like with Warren Buffett. There was this bank stock, and he bought it for 10% dividend at the bottom, and then it, like, I don't know how many times it multiplied, as the market was coming up. But he was sitting there making 10% on his money until it got to a point where he was like, okay, that's enough money. I don't need any more. I'll go ahead and sell. Like if you would have put like 100,000 into even like something like silly, like Starbucks or something back in like 2009 or 10, like 100,000 in Starbucks, like 9 or 10, you would have like 6 million right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm really looking forward to in the next crash.
Definitely. Our dad invested in Starbucks in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like when it first started. He worked
Still owns it?
He got liquidated of his stocks.
Yeah.
Like 4 years ago, forced liquidated because we're in Canada. He had a brokerage in the U.S.
Yeah, well, if he bought it in the 80s and liquidated it 4 years ago, that's the same thing as still owning it. Like he came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the same topic of talking about future, looking in the future, if we go to the social media side of things, where do you see social media headed in the next 5+ years?
Well, like what's happened in the last 5 years has been so different than where, like it's come so far in the last 5 years. Like it's moving so fast, and it's so fun. It's so interesting because, like
It's a game. It is so fun.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah. It's a video game. Like
it totally is. It totally is a video game. Like I don't play video games anymore. Like this is the video game.
I'm telling you, man. Like it really is. It's like who's gonna win the championship? Like it's they add more features. They take things away. New platforms come out. Like there's so much happening all the time, and it's so cool because a lot of the changes they make, most people complain about, and like it's an obvious opportunity. Every time they do something silly, it's like an obvious opportunity that you can take advantage of, and most people complain about it. But it's just like, man, let's go with it. You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
But TikTok is so interesting, man. Like it's just so interesting because right now, for sure, with the For You page, you can go viral. It's another place where you should post as much as you can because you never know which one's going to go viral. Once it does, realize why it went viral, or at least try to figure it out and start to reproduce the same type of content and just build your brand there. Because I think in 5 years, who's on TikTok? Like 12-year-olds to 18? Like who's the biggest like age?
Oh, for sure.
It's our
for
little
sure
brother age.
Elementary and high school.
Yeah.
Elementary? I thought you had to be 12 years old.
No. There's elementary kids. Like there's 8-year-olds on TikTok, 100%. But there are older. I mean, I'm 23. Luke's 20. We're on TikTok. You're on TikTok. I mean, like there's definitely.
There's a lot of older people. I mean,
there's a lot of older people on TikTok.
40-year-olds on there. Like
for sure.
A lot of them on there.
And it was really crazy because just earlier this year, around like end of summertime, we have a little brother who's in high school, and it was like this like flick of a switch where we just started hearing every single person in high school in Canada downloading TikTok.
Well, TikTok was originally Musical.ly.
Yeah.
Like our brother had music. Do you know when it was Musical.ly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was originally Musical.ly. Our brother had it then, and his account got switched over to TikTok.
I had it.
You had Musical.ly?
Yeah. I had a Musical.ly. Yeah. I just went on there, and then I created an account, and then I did one little video, and then I just didn't look at it. And then when I went to TikTok for the first time, it was like, I was like, oh, wow, like I'm already on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was interesting. But so you think the 8-year-olds are just lying about their age?
Oh, big time.
Does it say, is there a disclaimer saying you have to be 12?
Yeah.
Oh, of course they're lying.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just check that box.
Whenever you get on there, it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta be 12 years old or more.
Like I did sports gambling when I was 16. I just said I was 18.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like if, you build your brand on TikTok, and then in 5-10 years, like you have some people's attention. I don't know. I think
Totally.
I think kind of seeing the future of where different things are going. I think too, what's very interesting is when you look at things like Twitter, and you see how it's still there, like
very much there.
There was definitely a time where I was like, that's dead. But it's 100% still there for sure.
Yep.
Which tells me that Instagram is still going to be there in 10 years.
Oh,
yeah.
I put the same bet. Instagram is there in 10 years.
Yeah. See, Instagram is still going to be there, and it's still going to be strong. You know what I see? I see Instagram coming back because I think they're losing a lot of steam to TikTok. Right?
Yep, they are. I think the entire, the Explore page on Instagram, Ricky, I think that attention has been almost fully replaced with the For You page on TikTok.
Well, but across all of the accounts that we manage, the Explore page barely exists. There's one account. There's one account that we can pull from where you know how you can see insights. Yeah, where you can see insights and statistics per post and figure out which ones hit Explore and which ones are just on your own audience.
It'll say percentage was not from your page.
And it's 0 across the board.
Well, 1 or whatever. Do you know what it is on your page, Ricky?
No. I don't look at that kind of stuff,
it's practically 0 on Ricky's.
Is it 1?
Is
it 1%?
With the Explore.
Yeah, it's just natural engagement is increasing.
Yeah, because I don't really use hashtags and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is though I could totally see, like, one thing I see possibly happening is Instagram raising the organic reach again.
In terms of the news feed hitting more people, it going back to chronological order, like chrono.
Just something to where your content, because if they're losing steam from TikTok, okay, and they have less engagement on Instagram because of TikTok, okay, then they can afford to turn the organic. See, the reason why they're losing that reach and they're losing that steam on TikTok is because TikTok is so organic.
Yeah.
And people love that organicness. Okay. They love two things. That one, they love the format in which the content is displayed.
So easy. It's just boom,
easy
boom,
and
boom.
quick.
Right. It's something new. It's something quick. It's something cool. It's something new. And so they just love that. That's one part of it. The other part of it is you can create a viral video from 0 followers. You can do one video and have 100,000 views. And so people really like the idea of that. And so I think that one thing Instagram is going to have to do to combat that is to, let some of their users' content go a little bit more viral. You know what I mean?
Totally.
To get them that feeling and to put their content in front of more people so that people will kind of come back to Instagram a little bit, but who knows, man? I mean, I see Twitter and I'm like, man, guys, come on, bro. Like, up the organic reach, man. Like, like they're still, I don't understand it. I don't understand that part of it, why social media's changed the amount of organic reach that they have when they do it.
Yeah.
And like Facebook fan pages, the organic reach of Facebook fan pages went up like sometime last year or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it went way up because I was getting like 8 likes a video, and then it went to like 80 likes like overnight one day. And then like ever since then I've been, I get decent engagement on my Facebook fan page where I used to get nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's because I think Facebook realized, hey, we got to do something there to up the, to bring people back a little bit. And if it wasn't for that, I may not even be posting as much as I do on Facebook fan page. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. They encourage posting by putting the natural engagement up. Makes sense.
And if TikTok puts to where you can do pictures like Gary's talking about, if TikTok does just still pictures instead of just video.
Big time. Yeah, because Instagram started with pictures and then they integrate video afterwards.
But they could introduce
TikTok could just do the reverse.
Oh yeah. I could see some crazy photos getting posted, like super outrageous photos.
Outrageous. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that would go viral on TikTok. Super outrageous photos.
Yeah. Big time. Just the most
like a bunch of facial expressions, bro.
Just the most with like crazy memes.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Ricky, last question before the audio only version. It's probably the most important question to the podcast.
It is.
What is your definition of the term clout?
Clout?
Yeah, see, I would say it's a modern term. It's a term that has been modernized because it's actually a term that was defined in the early 1900s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I understand what clout used to be.
What did it used to be? Oh, okay. What did it used to be?
Well, it used to be like credit, basically. Like
street cred type thing.
No. More like what
literal.
You say something like for example, like you could go to a bank. Oh, you got clout. That means you went into the bank. And
really?
Like they knew you enough to just give you a loan. You know what I mean?
And that is the definition is influence and power, specifically in business and politics. So yeah, that makes
that's 100%.
You have clout, so you get the loan. That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically it. Like you that's a very accurate definition then.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was like in today's hip hop world and like now
today's
stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's the same thing, but now it's been modernized into this new world that we're in. Online.
That's the intro to our podcast with that beat of the song.
Do anything for clout.
Do anything.
I think maybe what they're trying to say with clout is like just like the number of people that know who you are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was full circle. What it is and what it turned into.
The amount of people that know who you are, and then the power of people. Like if you know powerful people as well, the more powerful people you know, the amount of general public and then how many people of power do you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's money.
Kind of deal.
Yeah. That's money.
Actually,
because if you have clout, aka a lot of people know who you are and people of power, you can pull a lot of strings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, leverage. Yeah,
total leverage.
Yeah,
you can leverage clout for sure.
Huge form of leverage.
Yeah. I actually have some insight into something really cool with a specific politician. He ran an individual giveaway with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a big YouTuber. And like he has a ton of followers on Instagram. So anyways, he did an Instagram giveaway. It was just yesterday as well. And this politician, this giveaway was dedicated just to him. So it's like, go follow him and him only. And this is a huge influencer. He gained 1 million followers in 24 hours.
Mr. Beast is on Instagram?
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. Let's pull that up right now.
Mr. Beast is known for doing giveaways.
I know, but
his entire platform is giveaway oriented.
Yeah.
All of his YouTube videos are about giveaways, going into Lamborghini stores and paying in all cash.
Okay, so this influence, it's Pult. Pult started at 300,000 followers. So my correction, he has gained currently 1.5 million followers from this giveaway. The giveaway has 2.2 million comments. And I'm going to estimate that Pult on Instagram dropped. He's a Yeah, he's a
How much did he pay? $10,000 giveaway.
$10,000 giveaway. He probably paid upwards of $100,000, but that's a great deal. He got a great deal. He gained 1.5 million followers, fastest I've ever seen.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, he paid.
He's a politician.
Yeah.
He probably paid $110,000. He probably fronted the money plus.
Yeah.
Plus
No, it's probably
He could have paid more. He could have paid more.
I wonder if it was campaign money.
It could have very well been campaign. Yeah. Yep, and that's a smart buy. I feel like that's a very Mr. Beast is a huge influencer in the U.S.
and perfect
Massive.
for giveaways because his audience is already completely adapt to it.
Everyone in our local area is sharing the post as well, so it's invading North America. That giveaway, like that's a crazy one.
That's incredible. You know that now like. That opens up a whole new and you know Trump kind of did it too. You know, like he used the way he used Twitter, you know, to talk directly to the people. Now you got politicians getting in giveaways.
It's just insane.
Try to gain traction, and you know, to try to gain traction in elections.
That's insane, man.
It kind of sounds ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous. Yeah, it sounds insane.
It does, man. It does. It does, dude. I mean, that you wonder what some of the counterpart politicians are thinking about that move.
It's a good move. I mean,
this dude. I mean, the dude that he used, like, is that a picture of a weed plant? No, that's a picture of a tree. That's just like a Christmas tree.
Oh, in Mr. Beast's photo? It was just a photo too.
Wow, that's nuts. Are you sure he doesn't have any other giveaways going on?
Who? No, dude. It's 2.2 million comments. 2.2 million comments.
That's Mr. Beast for you. That's like
he's known for giveaways. He's insane.
Mr. Beast has 0 videos on his Instagram. It's all pictures.
Yeah, he's big YouTuber.
One video.
Huge.
Oh, he's a YouTuber.
He has tens of millions of subscribers.
How many comments does the Dan Balls Aaron giveaway have?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Under 50,000. He didn't encourage comments though. He just said straight up follow.
Yeah.
It has more followers than comments on it.
Let's
Let's
2.2 million comments.
Let's conclude the video segment of the podcast, guys. Audio only version if you're already listening. Thank you. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Check out the rapid fire questions with Ricky Carruth.
RSK, let it play, boy.